What's going on, you big bunch of dong grippers? We were lucky enough to get access to the Active Matter playtest, so today we are going to take a look at the newest entry in the extraction shooter genre and go over not only what Active Matter is, but how the stash system works, as well as how to navigate your way through a raid. Let's get right to it. First and foremost, let's break down what Active Matter is. Active Matter is a first-person extraction shooter with a unique twist. The world around you is full of anomalies that allow you to traverse up the side of buildings or even flipping entire environments upside down, allowing you to play and fight from the ceiling, which is great because in this game, PvP is less of a focus, while the PvE gameplay is absurdly terrifying and difficult. The AI in Active Matter is without a doubt some of the hardest enemies you'll face in gaming. Just to name a few, we have the Flowermen, the Distorted, Hellhounds, the Invisible, and even Turned Soldiers. All of these things can be found in Raid in almost any location at any time on Delny Island. Your goal in Raid is to head in, collect specific items, and complete tasks before the timer expires and you're forced to extract or suffer the consequences. Now, let's take a look at our base and everything it has to offer. Looking through our available tabs, we'll start at Raids and work our way across. The Raid tab is going to give you your map selection, which is going to tell you the difficulty of the map, as well as what type of map it is. For each map type, you have different available options. Shigolsko. I had to say these fucking weird words. I didn't anticipate this. Shigolsko has multiple variants of the map itself. We have regular Shigolsko. We have the distorted Shigolsko. I do believe there is another variant for unstable, but I don't see it on my list at the option. And that's the other thing. The map selection rotates every 20 or 30 minutes. You get a new option for what maps are available. Starting off, you're only going to have Shigolsko available for you. The raid selection screen is also going to show you what tasks are available on that map, the anomalies or enemy types that are available on the map, as well as the environment around you and what items may be found in raid as well. To select tasks, you can see the accept button here. You go and you click on them and you take the tasks. Any of the tasks that you have available that have a exclamation point on them are going to be obligatory contracts. They have to be completed for you to be able to extract from raid early. If not, you have to wait until the final circle comes up and you have to rush and potentially fight multiple players and an onslaught of enemy types. So getting these tasks done early on in your raid is a good idea. That way, if something comes up or you find something that you want to get out with, you're able to just go ahead and do that instead of having to wait, which makes your time in raid a little bit harder and more difficult. Next, we have the shop tab. This shows you all available items that can be purchased, though I recommend using what they give you, finding weapons in raid, and using the refiner to get things, since the prices in the shop are surprisingly high. Just looking for a shotgun is going to cost you 3k, and that's on the cheap end of things. An AUG, an HK, those are all 10 to 20,000 credits. So finding this stuff in raid and crafting it later on is going to be the way to go through a lot of it. Until then, just use what you have on you, as well as what's available to you in raids. There's airdrops and things like that. So there are ways of getting items that you don't have access to yet in the shop, but buying things from the shop is a good way to go broke quickly. The one thing I do recommend buying from the shop would be ammunition. I guess it's two things: magazines and ammunition, because you're going to go through a lot of ammo and you do have to sit there and individually load each round as his magazines are emptied. So taking 2 or 3 mags in this game isn't really a great option because the amount of enemies that you're going to be fighting at once and the amount of shots that some of these enemies can take to take down. So magazines and ammo being the two things you do want to spend money on in this game. Outside of that, just find stuff, use it as you find it. Next, we'll move to inventory. This one's pretty straightforward. This is your stash. This is where you keep things from raids, weapons, ammo, and other pieces of your kits. You can also customize your weapons here, which at the moment is a little lackluster, but I'm sure as days go on, they'll continue to add more ways to customize our guns. You know, more, maybe larger magazines, pistol grips, butt stocks, all that kind of stuff will come into play eventually too. But yeah, for now, it's a relatively limited customization screen, but this is where you do everything. This is your stash in Tarkov type situation. This is just where all your items are. All your refinery items, everything like that, it's all over here in your stash. You do have a limited stash space. It doesn't go off a per slot setup, it goes off of weight. So the 4 Hellhound remains weigh approximately 0.4. In that, you know, equates into my total 2,500 volume. I don't know what the actual measurement unit is. I will say pounds. My stash can hold 2,500 pounds, and the AK-74 weighs 4 of that, right? So, you know, pretty straightforward on that end as well. As you progress your character further Down here on the bottom left, you'll have the option to choose your body sleeves, which has a bunch of different unlockable character options. They all have kind of different base stats and things like that. Let's see, Stalker has zone damage protection plus 10%, active matter gathering speed is at plus 10%. He also only has big armor and small armor plate level 1, where someone like Protector is rocking big armor and small armor plates level 2. So you can pick and choose different character options, and then you have your chrono genes. This is where you buff and enhance the character that you're currently using. It may not be through the same methods as choosing a different character skin. With these, you're going to get stuff like carrying capacity, stamina restoration, pulse relaxation, physical activity impact. You can increase movement speed, endurance, and all the other things. The list is quite extensive. It's just as you level and as you play, you unlock more and more stuff. And then there's another way to grab more of those, but we'll get into in just a moment. The Monolith is where we can get into some of the twists that Active Matter has compared to other extraction shooters. You use the Monolith to upgrade your stash space, unlock blueprints for crafts in the refinery, like armor plates, sights, guns, grenades, medical items. And then the higher the Monolith level, the better the rewards. We can also click on Future Makers tab to see a leaderboard of the players who have been to and survived the Monolith. This is how we're going to determine when to wipe later on. In my opinion, it's a pretty awesome feature. It takes 1,000 people to harmonize with the multiverse. Once those 1,000 people have harmonized with it or gone to the Monolith and you know, went through that process for the end game of Active Matter, once we have 1,000 of those people, that's when the wipe will become available and we'll start the new season. Next, we have the Replicator. This is where we are able to craft our stuff. At first, we can only craft the random items we have access to at the start. But for free gear, it's not bad. As you use your kit in raid, you'll progress towards unlocking the craft for the items. So you find an M4, you use it, like seriously just run the M4 until you lose it, because every raid you run with it is going to give you progress towards unlocking the craft for it. Once you have the craft unlocked, you can just start the craft. Like here, we'll do a random weapon because I don't have the M4 unlocked yet. In 5 minutes, we'll have a random weapon done. The pool right now is only this. These items down here at the bottom, the AK and things that you can already buy and start with, but again, it's ways to save money and not have to buy these things from the shop. The M4, the AUG, Molotov cocktails, I can unlock the blueprint for that, and now I can craft it. So as you progress the items individually, you will be able to craft them. So prioritize what you want to be able to craft and then just run with it. So in a way, it kind of incentivizes to avoid gear fear. It makes you want to run your better stuff. It makes you want to go in raid with, you know, your M4s, your AUGs, your scars, and all those things, because that's the fastest way to unlock progress on them. Another option for unlocking progress is to click the plus icon right here, and you can put some chrono traces into it. I already did pump a bunch of chrono traces, that's why I don't have very many. But chrono traces can be used for a couple different things. That is the main focus of the chrono trace, is to pump your item to get the unlock faster so that you can start crafting it. Next, we have the refiner. This is another awesome feature that lets you quickly sell and break down items you found in raid, also giving you the option to use chrono genes of dead enemies you've looted as bases and recipes. You start by placing chrono genes and items into the refiner, and you refine the items. Once you've completed the refining, I've already used this remain, so it's not going to give me it, but it'll say that you've unlocked a new recipe as well. From there, you're going to click on the recipe, and then you have this button to fill items for this recipe. We don't have items for that one, so we try a different one. Fill items. We don't have it, we try another one. So getting more, there's one. Getting more and more remains is always going to be a good thing, because more options you have, the more usable a lot of this junk stuff, or even older weapons, in this case an AK-74 and a 40 round mag, you know, everything starts to have a usability for it. And then you just go to start refining. It's quick and simple. We got the fine motor skill 1, we got some chrono traces, and we got some credits. So not only is it a way to keep your stash volume down, but it's just a way to clear things out and get some pretty cool stuff out of it in return. After that, we've got our profile. Pretty straightforward on this one. It's a quick summary of your current character, level, and active chrono genes. The career tab is where you can see all your kill stats, your raid stats, exploration, and merits gained on this current active character. So it shows you your kills, your deaths, pretty straightforward breakdown. It shows you your collection stuff, like how much active matter you've collected. And then again, it shows you your merits as well. So every time you explore a map twice, you get the explorer for it. You know, pretty straightforward things. And then we have journal. The journal tab, it gives you information covering enemies, the world, tasks, lore. It's just a good little spot to come in and get information on either enemy types or lore or whatever it is that you're wanting to understand. And then you have raid archives. It kind of shows you where you've been, what you've done, where you killed the enemies at. So you're not necessarily going to get an idea of where that enemy is going to be every time, but you get an idea of around what areas things are the thickest. And then we have our audio tab, which is a music player, and then we have settings for it. You can adjust your Ms. Second, I believe. Yeah, Ms. Second, your AI bot that's with you. She will tell you what's around. She'll kind of give you some sarcasm. It's kind of fun having her there. It breaks up the some of the terror that happens in raid. So yeah, that's everything in our base and the tab function. Everything you want to look through and for there. Let's go ahead and head in raid. So I think what we'll do is just go overgrowth and let you guys see some of the chaos that can ensue there. I honestly not sure if we'll survive this one or not. The map selection I have right now is horrendous. Sometimes you get really rough ones. Other times you just get really cool maps, and then other times you get maps that, without the anomalies added to them, are just a lot of fun to play. So it's like it's always a good mix of stuff, and this is just how it goes sometimes. So unless you want to sit there and waste your time waiting on map rotation and all that, which to me isn't worth it, as easy as it is to get gear and armor and ammo and everything else, there's no reason to hold back. Just go have fun, run the raids, and enjoy your time on it. It's fun. It's worth just going in, even when you die. It keeps you on your toes enough. It's scary enough that it's like, yeah, this is pretty intense. All right, we need to kill 3 flowermen, which on overgrowth will not be an issue. Then we need to collect with enriched weapon. Shouldn't be a problem either. Water samples, eliminate flowermen in raids, and abnormal signal areas. You got it. There are going to be flowermen literally everywhere. And lots of them. Yeah, oh shit. Look at the window. That's so many. Holy shit. Dude, they are so fast.
This is not Chekhov's gun.
Oh, I have the wrong gun. There we go. They like juke your bullets and everything else. It's insane. It's so hard to deal with. Luckily, you're able to take a lot of hits in this game before you really go down. Just tried to melee him from a mile away. Yeah, you better run. Yikes! Oh, here he comes. Now we just need to loot these cores and then collect our matter. Yeah, boy. Whoops. I forgot I brought my VPO in as well. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. Now if I die, I lose 2 guns. Oh, no. Also brought in some random shit. Oh, that's a site. Okay. Is it worth running on this? I mean, the site was fine, right? It looked pretty good. We'll give it a shot. One cool thing about this, too, is you can load outside of your menu. So, you know, you just press the plus button. You can also click on it, load ammo the Tarkov way. But yeah, being able to keep an eye on what's around you, and I think that's a pretty crucial part of this game. If you were stuck in your menu to reload all your magazines, especially if you do it one by one, you're just at risk to die that much easier. Being able to move around is at least going to help you a little bit. Because death is common. Death is coming, I should say. It's going to happen. Death comes a lot too. Hold R to check your magazine, see what you got in it. Make sure you have the right gun equipped. Yep, there it is. Walking over these plants will also attract those flowermen to you, which is why this map becomes so treacherous with overgrowth on, because those things are everywhere.
According to statistics, there is a high chance of discovering something in this place.
Yeah, high chance of me dying. Oh, man. This is the last place we want to be. Stuck in this room full of flowermen. Yeah, look at that. Blood splatter on the screen.
sent you a little package. First, or there will be nothing left.
Holy shit! You definitely want to use your mobility as much as possible. Being able to do so much and bounce around so much, jump on top of vehicles, hang tight, do whatever you need to do. Miss all your shots with whatever it is you're using. Mobility's huge. Oh, hey, where'd you come from? No! They got the 40-round mag. Holy fuck. Makes it worse. Whew. Alright, back to it. Let's reload. Okay, so this is active matter, and Jesus Christ. The early maps are so deceiving too, because they genuinely make you think it's not that bad. And then you get into these type of maps, and you either A, really enjoy it, or B, really enjoy it. But for two different reasons, right? You're either terrified and you love it, or it's kicking the shit out of you and you're enjoying that. I don't know. I'm having a blast with it. The fact that I'm constantly on edge, constantly having to run, always having to keep everything reloaded and like pay more attention than almost even in Tarkov. Like there's a lot of interesting features to this game that really give it that unique feel to it. It makes it not honestly feel too much like the average extraction shooter, where you just never know. You never know what's happening. You never really know what's going on around you. You never know what enemy's going to pop up and start smacking you. There's enemies that teleport. There's invisible enemies. There's these stone dudes that, if you're like the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, if you're looking at them, cool, no big deal. But you have to walk backwards away from them to keep them from getting too close to you to kill you, which means you're potentially walking backwards into who knows what, right? There's like a bunch of different little things that come together to really just keep forcing you into some pretty rough situations. And it's awesome. And then there's these things. Ball lightning and different types of anomalies all the way around. It's just, there are so many different things going on at any given moment. It's it can be a lot. And we almost went down there. For sure almost went down. Somebody already get the airdrop, I take it? Just another one right there, running up out of nowhere. That's perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, we haven't gone anywhere. We started over there behind shop, right? And we're just now here. And we got to get all the way at least to 2. I think we're good. Just got to keep taking it slow. That's a lot of it, too, in this game, is you just got to kind of take it slow. If you push too fast, trying to run through areas and just, like, get to the point, it's gonna cause problems for you, because it's just not ideal. It doesn't really work that way. You're gonna have so many different enemies aggro to you, like maybe in a group setting, but I do a lot of solo and duo play, so you typically end up wanting to pace slower, only accomplish what you can, and if you have to, rush at the end. Alright, nice and slow pace through the village. Shit. I was joking about the nice and slow part. More flowermen in the house, perfect. Gotta love overgrowth. There's nothing like it. Everywhere you turn, there's something to shoot. It's terrifying. You just, every footstep you hear, every sound effect you hear, it's all just overwhelming. And there's nothing you can really do about it, because these overgrowth maps are just loaded with shenanigans. Need an enriched weapon, though, which means we need to find some... Oh. You know what? The supply crate would be perfect if somebody had left a gun in it. Which I doubt happened, but, you know, we're gonna look. You guys realize how much ammo we've already used? Oh god, no. I'm glad I didn't set any of those off. Something's gonna... Oh no, no, no! Not these idiots! Holy shit! Not these fucks. Anything but these fucks. Those idiots have hatchets. Holy shit. Okay, over here. Holy shit, okay. No. Run! Run the fuck away. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if this doesn't keep you on the edge of your seat at all times, I don't know what game will. This is a very fucking just gnarly game, 24/7. You don't get a free pass in this one. I thought I saw a swarm overhead. I just about freaked out. Okay, good. He left. Alright, are we anywhere? Oh, we're almost to the objective. Cool. We still haven't found our enriched gun, but that is quite alright. Oh. Alright, maybe not. Man, I hope we don't have to go to last circle on overgrowth. There's the amount of what do they call them? Like, it's like dryads, but like dry drones or something. Dray drones. I need to shoot less. Unfortunately, that's not easy to do on these maps. Overgrowth is probably my favorite map cycle because it still looks really cool. It doesn't give you this super distorted look, which I don't mind, but comparatively, I like the green and reds and browns and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I like the look of this overall much better than I like the distortion. And let's be honest, in a game with PvP, distortion is kind of hard to deal with just because of like players sitting in that area or something like that at a distance might be kind of hard to tell. I don't know, I haven't run into that yet, but it seems like it's just another thing to kind of muddy up the vision in front of you, you know what I mean? So it just makes it that much more difficult to spot things. With this, it's you know, overgrown, but it's not impossible. Alright, huge. Land near me. You just want me to die. Don't tell me to hurry. Gosh, this game, though, it's a lot of fun. Unnecessarily hard, but that's one of the things I think I like the most about it, is its difficulty. Gotta get the airdrops. We're running low on ammo as it is. They usually have plenty of guns, ammo. It's usually a nice little lick. That's pretty close, too. Hell yeah, right where we want it. Perfect. Oh man, we're in trouble. Hear it, but we don't see it. Where's that? That's the problem. The invisible men, you see them every now and then. You just get a little shimmer. Oh, of course there's multiple. And a soldier. Oh shit. Run away. Run away. No, you son of a bitch.
Shoot. Oh, it's getting late.
This is insane. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this vid on Active Matter, be sure to like and comment below if you want to see more content about this game. And of course, if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 1K and it helps us out a lot. Also, it keeps you up to date with all of our content. Thanks to all our subscribers, and a special thanks to our channel members. If you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a member below. We'll catch you next week. See ya.
I'm just saying.